Of course, pag tinatapon yung something, diba, initially, sobrang bilis, tas babaga siya kasi may air resistance. Wow, may science pa! I'm gonna show you how to create more dynamic posts on Instagram to get more engagement, and we're starting right now. Game! And before I start my video, if you're interested in creating magic videos, editing in Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, or Adobe Lightroom, then hit the like and subscribe button down below. You can also comment down below your questions and I'll try to answer as much as I can. You can also follow and DM me on Twitter, Instagram, and on TikTok for faster communication. It's at Martin Chua with 3 A's. Social media has definitely evolved so much ever since we started using Friendster back in the days. Sobrang laki na ng pinagbago from the old social media networks, from Multiply, Friendster, Tumblr, and then going to Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and now TikTok. And everyone keeps wanting more and more to consume more on the internet. The demand for content is continuously growing, as in everyone keeps scrolling on their phones non-stop. It's really hard for anyone to stand out on social media. That's why on Instagram, or I think in all social media platforms now, video is the most effective content to be posted. If it's just a photo, yung pinost mo sa Instagram, isang tingin lang, magsuscroll up ka na agad. So instead of just posting a static photo on Instagram, you can actually post videos or cinemagraphs or moving photos to get more engagement and comments and likes and views, of course, from the people who will be seeing your posts. Because of course, mas ma-attract niya yung nakakita ng mga posts mo. So moving on to my post, I posted this video or moving photo on Instagram, and it actually got more engagement than my previous posts. It got more comments, and it got more likes, of course, because, well, for me, it actually looks cool. After I took the photo, of course, meron akong treatment already in mind. Like, gusto ko medyo cool siya, as in cool tones, so medyo white, light, or bluish tones para, kasi technology so medyo bright yung face ko. So yun, I'm not gonna deep dive na kung paano ko siya in-edit sa Lightroom, pero this is the before photo. And this is the after photo. Wow! Diba? Ganda. So after ko siya i-edit sa Lightroom, i-import ko na siya sa After Effects. And the effects can be divided into 3 parts. So the first part is the light from the Apple logo that's shining. And the second part is the reflection of the YouTube gold play button on my glasses. And the third part is all of the icons flying out of the screen towards me. So starting with the glowing Apple logo, I started by creating a solid layer, a white solid layer. And then I lowered down the opacity of the solid layer so that I can see the Apple logo. And then I created a mask around the Apple logo so that we can have the effect, only affect this part of the solid, so that we can have a shape of an apple using the solid that we created. So just the leaf or the stem of the apple. There we go. Okay. Now that we have both masks, I'm gonna bring up the opacity back to 100. Once that's done, I just increased the feather of the mask to maybe about like 30. And then what we will do is animate the feather from 5 to 15 and then 5 again. So it glows up and glows down again and again. So I'm gonna skip 30 frames and then skip 30 frames and then copy and then paste. Maybe we can have until here, 7 seconds. So tingnan natin kung okay siya. Ayan, diba? Mukha siyang nag-glow. Medyo subtle lang yung pag-glow niya, pero well, mukha siyang nag-glow. Pero hindi naman talaga. Parang siyang Iron Man. Hindi naman talaga nag-glow yung Apple logo, pero diba, like, para lang mukhang mas maganda, mukhang mas real and gumagalaw yung video. Pinag-glow ko siya. And syempre, depende rin sa style mo, anong gusto mong paggalawin within the video. You can do that with After Effects. And the next thing that I decided to do is to have the YouTube Gold play button reflect on my glasses. Kasi yung goal ko talaga right now is to have, of course, 1 million subscribers on YouTube. So right now, nasa less than 100 pa lang tayo. I think I'm at 30 right now. Pero, ayun, that's why gusto ko naka-reflect siya sa glasses ko. How I did that was, I got the image of the YouTube play button. So here it is right now. And then, I animated the position. of the YouTube gold play button from start until the end, which is at 7 seconds. So from here, and it will go here. And then I pre-composed it. YouTube gold play button. And then I masked out my glasses, basically, just so we can see only the reflection of the YouTube play button on my glasses. So after I mask this out, what we're gonna see, makikita na lang natin is yung YouTube play button na nasa glasses ko. So as you can see, meron ng gold play button on my glasses and it's moving as well. And now let's move on to the most difficult part of this effect. So it's the flying icons from the laptop. So I got the logos of Premiere Pro, After Effects, Lightroom, and some icons online. So I can animate them flying palabas ng screen into me and then mag-fade out siya eventually. So basically, same lang naman yung effect per icon, but I'm gonna show you how I did it for mga 2 icons so you can get an idea on how you can do it for the rest of the icons. So as you can see, since I already made this, since ginawa ko na to, diba? Meron akong sample of the After Effects logo flying out of the screen na hindi pa naka-mask. So yan, lumilipad siya, diba? Hindi ko na makain. So meron tayong After Effects logo na wala pang any of the effects. So first, yung ginawa ko muna siyang 3D layer. So why do we need to make it a 3D layer? Ginawa ko siyang 3D layer para pwede siyang mag-rotate sa sarili niyang axis. So that's the first thing I did. I turned it into a 3D layer. And then I keyframed the position of the After Effects logo sa start and where I want it to end up. So of course, I want it to end up almost behind me, but not entirely. And of course, I also played with the bezier of the position para naman may flow siya and may movement. So parang medyo nag-swoosh siya, diba? And hindi lang diretso. Kasi syempre pag diretso mukhang weird and mukhang hindi siya talaga nag-fly out of the screen. Pero kapag may whoosh na pa-curve, mas mukhang siyang realistic. So you can play with the bezier with however you want. Pero for me personally, mas maganda yung medyo pa-curve siya na parang tinapon siya palabas ng screen. And then after that, inanimate ko naman yung rotation. So I keyframed the orientation and then I went to the last position. And then ayun, i-change ko lang yung X, Y, and Z axis na After Effects logo. So with that, when you play it, makikita mo, yan, lumilipad na siya and mukhang nagfo-fold siya and umiikot siya kasi 3D layer na siya. And so as you can see, it's kind of slow because the position is too long. And what we can do is play with the graph editor and easy ease the keyframes. So click F9 or function F9 and then go to the graph editor and just play with the bezier tools and the velocity and the speed of the layer. Of course, pag tinatapon yung something, diba, initially, sobrang bilis, tas babaga siya kasi may air resistance. Wow, may science pa! Pero ganun talaga, like, to make it more realistic, syempre, we want to understand the physics of how things are thrown. So, syempre, kapag tinapon ka, initially, sobrang bilis mo, diba? Tapos, eventually, babagal ka kasi may nagsastop sa'yo yung air. So, syempre, gusto natin, initially, mas mataas yung peak here, and then slowly babagal lang siya here. So this is how my curve looks after playing with the graph editor. It's really fast to start, and then it slows down because it's being slowed down by air resistance. And of course, you can also play with the other properties like the opacity. Kasi ako, dinagdagan ko rin ng slowly medyo nag-fade out siya sa end. So, kiniframe ko rin yung opacity to make it 0 eventually as it reaches my face. Kasi imagination ko lang naman yung flow ko eh. Nababaliw na kasi ako eh. So basically, that's what I did for all of the logos and all of the icons that's flying out of the screen. Yung effect na to, in-apply ko lang sa lahat ng mga logos or icons na nagpa-fly out sa screen. Siyempre, I also changed the position, I also changed the direction, and the orientation of each effect para hindi siya uniform, hindi siya mukhang kinopy-paste ko lang lahat, diba? And after that, ito yung final effect. So, ayun, hopefully maabot ko yung goal ko of 1 million subscribers. Medyo malayo-layo pa, but yeah, work lang, diba? And hopefully, syempre may natutunan din kayo sa video na to about how videos or moving images get more engagement, comments, likes, and views than just normal static photos when you post on Instagram. And if you haven't yet, of course, please like and subscribe down below if you want to learn more on Adobe Premiere Pro, Adobe After Effects, and Adobe Lightroom. Or, wala lang, gusto nyo lang, diba? To support someone's dream for 1 million subscribers. And yun, that's it for today. Thank you guys so much and see you in the next one.